going on? Just to get the thing started. I'm in my car once again, halfway or on my way down to my dad's house in Albany, Oregon. And this is the Video Journal episode 136. And this is where I talk about everything that went down in my musical and artistic journey and life over the last week. And this is the big week. This is the beginning of my West Coast travel adventure to moving down to San Diego. So I just started this morning. It's Monday. I'm recording this on Monday, the 26th. And I'm making my way down. I just passed through Portland. I don't know where I am in terms of location right at the moment, but I'm almost to Albany. I'm like 40 minutes outside of Albany. And I'm doing the thing. And I'll run down this week, or the adventure. I'm going starting in Albany or Seattle, but Albany is my first stop. With I'll see my dad and his wife, and then we'll do that for about 2 days, and then I'm headed to my friends in Eugene for a night, and then the next stop after that is Chico, California, seeing some relatives, and I am also going to see some relatives that are in Chico. Then it looks like I'll be staying maybe in San Francisco or maybe outside of San Francisco the night after that. And then for 2 nights, I'll be staying in Santa Clara, because I decided to go watch the Seahawks game. The people in the car right next to me just got in their car, so I'm kind of feeling apprehensive about talking as much at the moment. So I'm going to talk really quiet. But anyways, so I'm going to go see the Seahawks game because I was like, I'm going to be in the area. That would be rad. So I'm going to do that. So, let's see. Jam of the week this week. This week, I've decided my jam of the week is the song Touch of Skin by Duke Evers. So what's your jam of the week? I need you to post in the comments of this video what your jam of the week is. Oh, look at this car. Little moment. This thing is packed. I'm traveling, I'm not going to say what's in my car, but there's stuff in my car, and it's packed up, and it's crazy. It's just crazy how much, I didn't expect to be bringing this much in my car on the drive down, but it's what I got to do, so I'm doing it. But it's, I'm like squished in my little driver's seat here, but, so that's why my car looks like I'm I'm like homeless right now, because I kind of am in a way, but not really. I have a home. I'm going to it in San Diego. So, Duke Evers. But speaking of Duke Evers' Jam of the Week, what's your Jam of the Week? I need to know. Speaking of Duke Evers' Jam of the Week, Duke Evers was also on the Word on the Street podcast. And it just happens that they were the only thing I was really listening to this week, and I liked it. So, Touch the Skin, check it out. That's my jam. That's the first track off of their album, Velvet Hips. So, it's pretty good. I enjoy it a lot. Really nice. Real nice stuff going on with Duke Evers. Super amazing band, so you got to check them out. Check out the podcast. It was version 113 of the podcast. And of course, if you listen to the podcast, you know I mentioned that I had a bad cable, and it was on Joshua's mic, and it was kind of annoying to me, but not totally annoying, but kind of annoying. It was, yeah, I'm a little bummed, but I think that's the last one of the bad cables. I think I got it under control now. No more bad cables, and so shouldn't be dealing with that again. So, awesome. What else? Coming up this week, I decided to I finally got Arock to record a podcast with me, so this coming up week's podcast will be me and Arock talking for an hour, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. Anyways, I'll talk more about that after it airs next week. Of course, still looking for more reviews for the podcast, so if you're checking out the podcast, be sure to go to iTunes and give a review, and and be sure to subscribe to it and all that good stuff. And looking for more likes on the Facebook page, so facebook.com/We're on the Street Podcast. We're at like 965 likes or somewhere in that range, so I'm looking to break that 1,000 marker. I'd love to do it with your help. So let's do this together, shall we? There's lots of people walking around outside, so it's kind of funny. I hope they don't look at me and wonder what I'm doing. But speaking of podcasts, Arock and I both were on the Mike and Dave podcast again, and that was fun. So check it out. I'll link it up as well. Mike and Dave Show podcast. super rad. Thanks you guys for having me on again and having Arock on. A little different, they just do conversational. They ask some questions about specific to the Zim and Arock and stuff, but we didn't go super deep into much. It was kind of more just random conversation. It felt like, I don't remember actually, so check it out. It was like 2.5 hours, so it's a long one. That was fun. I enjoy doing that kind of stuff, so I had a good time. So thanks guys again, once again, for having us on. Last week I went and checked out some music. I actually made it to a show, posted the Thursday night I went out to the Tractor Tavern and checked out a show, and the bands that I want to mention were Dirty Dirty, they've been on the podcast before, awesome. Asterhouse, one of the guys has been on the podcast for they were part of the Four Corners A Split album, and then Monsterwatch was on the show, and that was my highlight of the show. Just hearing Monsterwatch for the first time, and I was kind of blown away by what they were doing. They're really fun. They have this kind of rock, grungy dance hybrid thing. Not electronic dance, but just kind of rock and roll dance. A little bouncy. They have a bouncy sound to it, but at the same time it has this dark, grungy sound. And it's, I don't know, I enjoy it. And the guys are all rad. I talked to them after the show. Super awesome folks. So check them out. And I probably split in those videos of each band when I mention them. So, but then also check out these photos. Those are the photos from the show. I didn't take as many as normal. I just wasn't feeling like working as hard to get a ton of photos, because it's a lot of work and I had some friends there. I didn't want to neglect my friends totally, and I wanted to just kind of be social more. But when I'm shooting photos, I'm just kind of up by the stage just shooting photos, and I use a manual lens for all that stuff, so it's really hard to get in focus and and it's just, anyways, that's the thing. What else? I think that's about it. Do all the cool stuff. Subscribe to this page. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Word on the Street podcast. And I'll catch you next week. All right. Peace.